it ain't the same, when it's just me and then your voice. It was weird as fuck,
I know, it looks like you're talking to
Yeah,
yourself, talking to a
yeah.
recording.
Let's see what we get on here. See if we get anybody jumping on this bitch.
What
No,
is
I
this
was trying
button?
to
Is
read
that the
more.
clip shit?
Nah, what the fuck?
Nah, but just pressing buttons. You trying to read more
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah, I was trying to read into both things, man. I'm telling you, this shit going on with the Trump shit is very strange, man.
Yeah, I didn't, like I was saying, I really didn't click on it too much because I was waiting until we got on here so I could kind of hear about what was going on and figure out the news live on air.
Yeah, well, they got videos of the dude. I can't pull nothing up on here right now. But I mean, They said he was caught with multiple illegal firearms, fake press passes, uh, assassination, alleged assassination attempt has already been released on $5,000 bail, and that's about it, dude. But he's got pictures at the RNC convention, man, with everybody.
So they're just
So like
trying
I
to make
said,
it seem like even Republicans don't like Trump enough to try to kill him.
yeah, I don't know, man. It's something ain't adding up. I mean, the whole, you know, the he was at like I said, he was at the Republican National Convention. He was hanging out with many of the prominent figures, including Don Jr. I don't know. It's undisputed, of course, that he had illegal weapons, but why, like I said, why bring the fake passes? I mean, Secret Service, you know what you're going to go through because he had a
Right.
fake press pass and uh, I don't know, some other credential he was carrying, to try to get into place. And it's
Yeah.
like, why fake that when you already been to one of these conventions and you know how strict they were? It's just weird, you know.
It's very, 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 very odd.
Now, granted, this could be the wrong dude just because his name. You know what I mean? They could have the wrong guy that's being blasted all over the internet. Is the problem? I'm just as guilty because I got him on the thumbnail for this live, but
Dudes at home,
but I
like,
mean,
what the
look,
fuck?
how many fucking Vim Millers do we have? You know what I mean? And
Ah,
that's the
true.
dude's VEM is his first name. I've never
So,
even seen that before.
have the authorities released anything on him, or is this just like internet pulling up shit
Man,
on him?
this is straight internet. It's what we do.
I love it.
Because
I
we
love it.
don't need authorities. We go straight to the fucking internet and start
I
broadcasting
mean,
shit.
you're right. They
Let's
fucking lie anyway.
Well, yeah, yeah. What you gonna go to the FBI's on the case, I'm sure.
And it was in
But
California.
yeah, and he was bitching about
What up?
in the last video at the RNC convention. What's up, y'all? He was bitching about that you couldn't spend no cash there. Like he didn't like the whole cashless thing. Like he was one of them people that's afraid of the cashless, society and shit. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It was crazy. The whole fucking thing was crazy. Like I said, if that is the case, that's 3 times, man. And then, like I
Yeah.
said, the dude's name is Vim. I don't know how many fucking Vims they are in the
Probably
world, but
not many.
I
Probably
don't
not many.
think so. I've been around for a little while and I've never seen one.
Never.
Hi, Penny.
Hey, Penny.
So anyway, what are you guys talking about? We're talking about Trump, supposedly third assassination attempt going to take place. We're talking about Tampon Tim, supposedly doing a little inappropriate things with some minors.
It's touchdown Timmy now.
Touchdown Timmy. You seen that idiot? He was out there trying to hunt, because you know what they're doing. They're trying to make it like he's just a common, middle class
Yeah.
man. He likes to hunt and shit. So they put him out there. They brought a film crew, and he was going pheasant hunting, and the dude could barely even load the fucking shotgun. You know what I
I
mean?
don't even think he ever shot. I saw like a
Yeah,
30-second clip and he was still like, oh, it's a Beretta.
yeah. So then, of course, everybody started making memes where he's like shoving tampons in the gun and shit. Oh, it was good. They came after his ass quick.
Awesome.
But it's like been their goal the last few days is to try to pander to that, the middle class man. With that video that they dropped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all about, hey, we're men too. You know what I mean? Look, I go hunting, and it's
Yeah.
like, no, you don't. Just stop. But they're
I
they're
know.
trying for that push to get that middle America male vote for some reason.
They
And
try
it's like
so
you ain't
hard
getting that.
and it fails every time because it's like they go try to do shit with 0 prep that they've never done in their lives, you know, so
Yeah,
then
yeah, and
they
I'm
just,
thinking,
like, completely fuck it up.
well, the worst part, it wasn't even live, so they had plenty of opportunity to not drop this fucking video, and they did it anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't
Pen
like that ad.
Yeah, yeah, like that ad. And I don't know if that was done by the Kamala campaign, but it was like a pro Kamala organization or something. I will
Yeah.
say that I don't know if that ad was done by them. I couldn't find any proof of that, but it was, done by it. It wasn't Saturday Night Live. Let's put it that way. That shit was a real,
Yeah, yeah, it was real, and
fucking
it
yeah.
was so bad, like, it was just so cringy and bad that I thought it was fake when I first saw it, you know,
I did
like,
too.
I just
Well, even listening to it, some of it sounds like it's still like, man, that's questionable. But then they say some shit in there that makes you think, okay, they're being serious. So I don't
yeah.
know. I was back and forth on it, but I couldn't help but make a fucking video about it. And so far, it's still on this channel. They haven't taken it down.
So Juan, yes, they're,
Tim
an alleged, 3rd attempt.
Juan, yeah, they arrested a dude, yesterday with weapons. Uh, Apparently, was heading to the Coachella event that Trump was going to, and
With fake passes and
yeah, yeah, fake press passes and whatever else credentials he was trying to use to get in. So, Jonathan Turner, what video? I think it's the last one I posted on here. Not a short, but a long form video. Is the one of me making fun of the video that they dropped. Uh, that's the one I'm talking about. Why did they? Well, they didn't. Penny, they didn't. But
nope.
apparently they've been trying to over the past couple months. I mean, we can speculate as to why, but I think we all know why. They don't
Yeah,
want Trump in the race at all. They're scared to death that he might do
they
something
don't.
positive for the country. You
Yeah,
know,
and there's really, I mean, honestly, it's a good question of why, because there's really 2 reasons, and both of them make that whole side look like pieces of shit. It's either their negative, rhetoric towards him that he's gonna just villainize the country, and anybody that's not on his side is basically gonna be hunted.
yeah,
They're either turning people into crazed maniacs that are like, I'm gonna kill Trump, because he wants to do the same to me, or they're setting the shit up.
yeah.
And like I said, either way, it's
Yeah,
just it
it's fucked
doesn't
up.
look
It's
good,
it's no, it
you
doesn't.
know?
It's all brought on by their bullshit, is what it is. Because like you said, it's either they're in on it or they're yeah, you're right, smoking fire. I'm all the way with you.
Yep.
Nobody but MAGA.
Vote
Penny,
for
where are
Pedro,
you?
baby.
Penny, where are you from? Let's see what Penny's from. 'Cause Penny's
Must
not
be
from the states. I can tell. I mean, I'm speculating here, but
assuming Japan. Okay.
oh, there's Japan. Okay, well, welcome, welcome. We love Japan. I
Japan's
have
dope.
a Yeah, I have a Nissan. I think they make them in Japan.
Something like that. It's over
Yeah.
there. Yeah. I would
Anyway, but
go to
yeah,
Japan.
what the hell does that say? I don't know what you're talking about, Gunny Bear. But anyway, yeah, like you
Yep.
said, they bring that shit on them because they either, they in on it or they just drive people so fucking mad by saying you're doing a good thing.
Right.
Scientology church, what do I think about it? I think it's another cult, if you
It's what it
really want
sounds
my
like,
opinion. Yeah, I mean, Tom
From
Cruise seems to love it, but
yeah,
if you watch any of that shit that Rhea, I don't know, she was in the King of Queens, Remy, or I forget her name, but she's the hot wife or whatever that was in King of Queens. Well, she was in the Scientology church. She grew up in it. And then she came out and did a whole fucking series putting them on blast about all the dirty shit that was going on in it. You know what I mean? And,
yeah,
and,
it's
and basically
apparently
how
pretty
it was just
crazy.
another cult. I mean, it's nothing new. It's from the beginning of time. They are
Yeah,
lunatics. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
yeah,
No, I almost agree. I don't know if they're all lunatics because some people get sucked in thinking they're doing the right thing. They
mhm.
just want to join something with a cause. But yeah, I think the people running it are fucking lunatics for
Just
sure.
want money. you know?
Yep. Let's see. He said,
I
"Okay.
think that's
Where are you from?
fair enough.
I don't even know how to pronounce your name, or I would call you by it.
Yeah.
Have they found out the real person who did it? Nobody did any. Yeah,
Who did what?
the
Like, the
third
attempt?
attempt. Well, Angela Nicole. It was a what they're assuming was because they arrested a guy yesterday that was on his way to the event that Trump was doing today in Coachella. Well, they found he had weapons on him and he had fake credentials to try to get into the whatever you call it, the rally. And I think he supposedly said the words that he was, going to kill Trump. But it's all speculating right now. It's just
Yeah.
kind of, news
Yeah,
just
they
broke
really
today.
haven't released much
But
yet, so
Russia, they let y'all get on the phone freely in Russia. I want to know how bad Russia really is or isn't, because all I
man,
know is from what's in the states. What we
from
hear over here.
the videos I see, it's a decent place. Now, I don't know, y I just feel like you hear so much that could be true or false, but, like, I've seen a couple videos just on TikTok floating around from people that live in Russia and basically answering the same questions, and they're like, "It's great here," basically, they'll tell you, like, "Don't talk negative about the government, but you'll live fairly well," you know?
In Russia, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Russia is not okay, I can say that. Well, there you go. I mean, that's
Okay.
somebody in there. Look what else we got. Somebody asked who we for Trump. Honestly, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And it ain't so much of just Trump. It's about I damn sure don't want this administration that's in winning another go
No.
around. So, everybody's kind of afraid to, not everybody, but a lot of people are still afraid to come out and support Trump openly, but I don't really give two shits. But
Yeah.
yeah, the dude, Danny, let's see, Jonathan Turner was saying the Danny guy. Yeah, you're right. I know exactly what you mean. That was that dude from he was in another sitcom that another actor that was in that. I don't know how they attract all these Hollywood people. I guess
I
because them
don't know
Hollywood people are weird
either.
as fuck. So,
I guess I
they
just,
just need
like just seeing what I've seen about it, like,
thank you,
even
smoke
if
and
I
fire.
was yes, sir. Even if I was on the hunt for, like, a new religion or whatever, like, Scientology would just be the last place I would
Would not be
turn
the
just
one.
from seeing it, you know? I mean, I just
Yeah, I don't even know. I'm trying to look it up because I know when I was younger, they were this L. Ron Hubbard, I think, was the one who started that, and he put out this book, and I would always see the fucking commercial. I mean, it was everywhere. You know. Hold on, I'm sorry. Why would they just try to kill Trump like that? Penny, they do it
mm,
because they don't want him running the country. So they're attempting, to take him out because he's a major threat to our government over here.
yep.
Our government does not want Trump in office. It's
Because
the
our
last thing
government
they want.
they play a lot of games, and they keep the insiders in and the outsiders out, and Trump doesn't play as many of those games, and he's not in there to protect the other higher ups in the government. So they don't like that because it threatens their way of life.
Where did Penny say she was? Japan?
Japan.
Yeah. Brains. I don't know what that means. Crips. What? It's not Crips for
What?
Trump. I don't know if he's talking about cripples or the gang members.
Probably both.
Uh,
Did Snoop like Trump?
Snoop, I think he has come out recently and kind of supported him, if I'm not mistaken. I know the last go around, of course, he was on
Yeah.
board with every other celebrity with fuck Trump.
Yep.
But I thought I read something where he came out and kind of, some half-assed way supported him, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
A lot have. They
But
wanna be on that fence without, like, saying "Go Trump." They wanna,
yeah,
say,
but it is
the
good. But
economy sucks right now," you know?
yeah, yeah, drain the swamp. Democrats don't like that. That's right. Hey, Texas
And you're
Repo, you hit
right.
it. Some Republicans too, man, because they're not innocent.
Absolutely.
Everybody that's in the higher up government, man, they're pretty much all pieces of shit. But I just think we're so deep into this now. They've got their claws sunk in so deep. I don't know how you get rid of them. What do you think about QAnon? I mean, I don't know. I don't know
I don't
much
know. I
about it. I
think
mean,
that was a
I
little bit
know
before
what
my
it is,
time.
but he pretended to shoot Trump. Yeah, he did. You're right. Woodworking. That's what I mean. At one point, he was totally against
Who's
Trump.
that, Snoop?
Yeah. Penny. Good God, Penny.
A
Google
a
it. I don't know.
gun?
Y'all have Google over there? Yeah, suppose it was a shotgun, and he had some, I don't know, something else with him. The story's just kinda coming. There is no QAnon. There is Q. There are no anons. I
I
got
like
you,
it.
sad but true. They let him into the White House.
They
Let who into
did.
the White House? Who?
I think Trump first time is what I'm assuming he's talking about. They let him in.
If he's talking about that, Trump shocked the shit out of him getting into the White
Oh
House.
yeah, they didn't think it was gonna happen.
Bye, Penny. Why you got to leave? Your government came down on you. Tell them you know us. It's good.
Yeah, 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 we're all good. Oh, the Congress?
Oh, Congress. Yeah, yeah. Wow. Either way, I don't know if they're gonna let him in this time. I still have I don't know. I got my doubts if they're gonna let Trump in.
Yeah,
As bad as I think.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I think with the you know elites that are coming out in support finally switching
Yeah,
sides, that I personally don't think that they're going to have a choice if he lives long enough to get to. Right, which I mean, he's got 3 weeks,
but
and
you think the
right
votes are going to
now,
be that overwhelming though that they won't be able to pull any kind of shenanigans if they have that plan? You know,
I
I mean,
think so. If I mean, it's so hard to tell because everybody, that's on the left is going to tell you that everything's leaning left. You know what I mean? Everybody that's on the right is going to tell you everything's leaning right.
yeah, yeah. Oh well, bye, Penny. Go shower, baby. Sad but true. I hope you're right, man, because that's kind of what we're shooting for right now. It's going to be too big to rig. Uh,
That's where
Hopefully
my
that's the
mind's at.
case.
I think
Yeah.
there's too many people that have kind of switched sides where
Thank you,
um,
deplorable long guy.
the FBI will get to the
Woo!
bottom of it. I love it.
Man, we're gonna split that $2, dude. I can finally eat something. Maybe a pack of ramen noodles or something. Appreciate that.
Yeah, crunch them
Anyway,
up. It's not
yeah,
enough to
too big
boil
to
water
rig. I
with, though.
like it. I hope it's the case.
But,
I mean, we'll
yeah, I do.
see.
I think there's too many big heads that, too many big players in the game now that are kinda supporting them to where before even the people higher up, if something was happening, they could turn the blind eye, you know what I mean? But now it's like there's so
Yeah.
many people up there that support him, I don't think they're gonna be able to play anything big. But
No, you're
I could
starting to
be
see it.
completely wrong, you
Yeah,
know?
you're starting to see the turn. I see it on this platform. You know what I mean? Just the people that we have that subscribe to us, or people that comment. I mean, a lot of it is pro Trump, and like I said, I don't know if it's all just because of Trump or if it's just because they're just tired of how things are going now. So it's like,
Yeah,
hey, I'll take them. You know what I mean? The lesser of two evils, because some people just can't stand Trump as a person, but they're
right.
like, you know what? I have no choice right now. It's kind of what even Rogan touches on that. I mean, he
Mhm.
wasn't a big fan of Trump. He's a libertarian, so he's always trying to go for the guy in the middle. But even he admits that if you got to choose between Harris and Trump, I mean, you got to go Trump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, why else? I mean, why would you not? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't
So
know why, I don't know why you wouldn't, especially, like, I feel like the left has so much of a reason to want Trump in office because that's the side that you hear so much about, just not being able to afford life. And you know what I mean?
yeah,
You hear it on the conservative side too, but the left is loud. You know what I mean?
yeah,
They have a lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
voices. And you hear them all the time about not being able to afford houses, not being able to afford groceries, not being so why
'Cause
would they
that shit
want to
hits
stick
everybody.
with this? I just don't get it. Why you would want to stick with the administration that's there now, knowing that it's terrible for your pockets.
Well, I like woodworking. His point, because we hit on that uh, episodes back about how these people aren't elected, and I do agree with that especially on a
Yeah,
large level. I mean, your local shit that's a little bit different, but when you start getting up into them high positions in government, I think he's
yep,
totally correct, and that's
I agree.
what threw them off the first time when Trump won because Hillary just knew. You know what I wish? I wish I'd have been able to be in that room after that bitch lost and
Yep.
she had to go back there and somebody had to answer to her because
Oh yeah.
no way nobody in their right mind on that side thought that Trump had that. They thought they had it locked. because they figured they did whatever they had to do to make sure. So can you imagine that conversation that mean bitch had with her people in the back? I mean, I wish I could have been a fly on the wall to hear that.
Well, we can probably go back into, probably late November, early December obituaries in Washington and see what higher ups died right about that time, and we'll know.
Yeah, it'd be like she probably like 10 assistants, and but yeah, no, because I'm with that. Bring going back to his point about how these people are appointed, not elected. I mean, it's true, and I think that's what threw them off. So they were dead set on the next one in 2020 when he ran again, that it wasn't happening by
Yeah,
any
like,
means necessary. They were stopping a Trump victory, and
yep,
they're trying to do it now. I just hope they
they
haven't
are.
figured out a way. And with the voter fraud being watched so hard, I think maybe they'll have a harder time pulling anything off if they're trying to, which
Yeah.
while back you would get in trouble for even, assuming that, you know what I mean? But,
Oh, absolutely, and I'm gonna look it up just to make sure I'm correct about the place, but I think it's Virginia is being sued
well,
for. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say the last thing we need on here is to fact check anything. So just start
Okay.
spitting out shit and
So,
just say Virginia and we'll go with it.
I think it's somewhere over on the East Coast. I believe it's Virginia is getting sued because they are, canceling the voter registration cards of illegal immigrants, of non-citizens, and
Yeah, yeah,
they're
yeah.
just not happy about it. Um,
Yeah, I think they're trying to get that shit implemented everywhere, man. If it were up to them, you know. And it's like the age old argument, of course, is you got to have an ID to do everything else. You know what I mean?
right.
Why is it so bad to require that for voting? I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. They say it's racist.
My brother was a nuclear commander. If anyone else would have rebelled, I guess is what they're saying, she would have been disappeared. I'm lost on this one. Let's see. There's people in power now. There is no left or right. Yeah, I'm with you. I think they all work together. I think they just like to convince us that we have some kind of voice in this country. But I mean, you got no fucking voice. They just want you to
They
live
want you to
under that
think you do.
assumption. Of course they do. They want you to think you're in power. We work for you. You know what I mean? Until you piss them off, and until they tell you to close your business and lock down for so many weeks, that turns into fucking years. You know what I mean? And if you try to fight against it, they ruin you. So that's
Yep.
that's that's how much power we have in this country. But you in California, dude, I'm sorry for you. I hope it's a good part of California, because I know they do have some decent parts out there, but it's still run by a fucking tyrant. You know what I mean? You need to get back to your name is Texas Repo. You need to get back there.
So it says
Disappeared.
it says the headline is Justice Department sues Virginia over effort to reduce voter rolls close to election day. And then the first two little paragraphs are the Justice Department announced Friday that it's suing Virginia over its efforts to purge voter rolls within 90 days of an election, calling the state's actions a violation of federal voting laws. The
Yeah,
suit comes about 2 months after Republican Governor Glenn Youngkin signed an executive order requiring the state's Department of Elections to conduct daily updates to its voting list, including comparing the list of identified non citizens to the state's existing list of registered voters. And they're suing them.
yeah.
So,
Well, we got Texas in the house. We got a few people in here from Texas. Man, I love Texas,
hell
dude.
yeah.
It'd be
I love
it'd be
Texas.
that if yeah, Texas or Florida would be the places I would. But I would almost say Texas because I know Florida has gone blue before. You know what I mean? It used to be a
Yeah,
swing state, and I don't want to even take a chance in the fucking swing state. Texas
I
ain't no
know.
damn swing state. They like to convince people that they got this blue wave coming. But
Yeah,
they're not turning Texas, man. They ain't doing it. Texas
no.
is the shit. So if I had to go anywhere besides where I'm at right here in Louisiana, I'm heading right over there to Texas.
My two would
Let's
definitely be
see.
Texas or Tennessee would be where I'd roll out to for
With
sure.
Wisconsin has 4.3, I guess they're saying million residents and 7.8 million on the voter rolls. Well, that's fucking strange. If that's
Yeah,
true, that doesn't add up.
the math
That
ain't
math ain't
mathing.
math. Yeah. I have a farm in Missouri. I don't rely on government. I like that, man. I
That's how I'm
love it.
trying to get eventually. Honestly, that's where I'd like to be is just be ready, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And what Trey says, Texas is close to blue, but yeah, like you said, in them cities. I mean, that's like the over here in
Yeah, it's
Louisiana. I
everywhere.
mean, you go to the major cities, they're always blue. I mean, they're
Yep,
they're run by Democrats and they drive everybody else out of them. You know what I
they do.
mean? But I still believe Texas is a long ways from ever being turned blue. I mean, they're trying their hardest.
Yeah.
They letting everybody come over that border and hopefully get enough of them in. And if they start allowing them to vote, then Texas is in trouble. But I don't think.
Hey, Penny's back.
Penny, you back? Penny's got a
Yeah,
different
'cause
last name now. Did her last name change that quick? Or am I tripping? No, it's the same. I thought her last name changed already. I'm like, damn, she got married
oh,
and came right back in. What will you guys do if Trump loses?
go to work, man.
Uh yeah, I'm gonna wake up in the morning and go to work, Uh about it. I mean, what are you gonna do? Act like an asshole and start tearing shit up? You know?
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean it's all it ain't much you can do. Just prepare for the worst when it comes to this economy. I mean, you see how shit's going, so it's
yeah.
not going to get any better. Jonathan Turner, what's up? We love Texas. We do love Texas, man. Huge fan.
Woodworking's got a point. We've talked about that too, how they want the left to be reliant on their help to survive so that they keep those votes, you know?
Oh yeah, you talking about what he's talking about? Got to vote blue if you survive. Yeah, oh yeah, of
Yep,
course. They want all of us at their beck and call. Like they want to they crush you so much to where when they start giving you some kind of government assistance, you're thanking them. You know what I
right.
mean? It's the Stockholm syndrome. I mean, it's like, oh,
Yep,
thank you for feeding us. Because I remember when I was young, growing up in New Orleans, I lived with my grandma for most of my younger life, and we would take trips. You would go down the road and you would line up by the truck and get this government cheese shit. You know what I mean? I didn't think much of it as a kid, but
yeah,
that's what they were doing. They were just feeding us just enough to where apparently my grandma thought they were taking care of us. You know what I
yep.
mean? And I mean,
Throwing
look, she tried. I
crumbs.
mean, she was a single woman. Yeah, I mean, she was a elderly lady that husband passed away years ago. My grandpa, but so she was doing what she had to survive. But some people just think that's a way of life, like the government's taking care of me. You know
Right.
what I
And
mean?
it's like that's yeah, I get it if it's something you fall in hard times, shit happens, you know, and you have to rely on it for a little while, but to just not
Yeah.
have the strive to get back to being independent and being able to afford your
Yes.
lifestyle by yourself is what that's the part I don't understand, you know? It's
Nah, I don't
like,
either, man. I don't either. Penny, I'm sorry to hear that about your grandma. Said her grandma passed away.
mm,
Sorry to hear that. Let's see. I don't need the government. I can hunt, can skin a buck, can run a trot line.
hell
I'm
yeah.
with you, Jonathan. I don't need them either, brother. I mean, we're pretty self sufficient down here. The problem
Yeah.
is when they find out you're self sufficient, they're coming after you. Go try to live off the grid. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, go build a cabin
That's
in
the
the
problem.
woods on a piece of
Yeah.
property and they're going to come condemn it because you don't have
Yep.
this, you don't have that, you're not
Yeah. It's like, do you
connected.
have permits? It's like permits to
Yeah.
fucking live. Fuck
Yeah.
you. But that's how they do it, man. Gunny's crazy, apparently. Penny, did you say you're just kidding? Why would you kid about that? How fucking old are you? 10? Why would you joke about that? Maybe they got a different sense of humor in Japan, but we don't just go around saying, "Hey, my grandma died." Just kidding.
Unless you I
You
guess
know?
unless you're trying to get off of work. Oh, I'm not sure what's going on.
No. Yeah, Penny's got me lost.
Maybe it's
Oh,
the
oh,
Jacob thing.
Jonathan's.
Oh,
Yeah, I know Waco and Ruby Ridge was
hey,
man. Look, yeah, you turned me on to that one, dude. That was
Ruby Ridge.
some
That was
crazy shit. Did
crazy.
the son killed one of the agents that was creeping through the woods? Is that how that
Yes.
happened?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, he shot and then the agent shot the son.
Penny, you 15? Go to bed.
It's probably like 10 a.m. over there, but
Yeah, well, do something.
yep.
15 years old. Get
Ruby
out of
Ridge
here.
definitely. Because they wouldn't they never announced themselves. They were just creeping through these people's land, like, you know, so they're like, there's intruders on our land, you know. I guess I don't remember if they had like alarms and shit set up or not, but one way or another, they knew people were creeping through their land, and so they go out there with guns as you would, and
Well, they weren't doing a very good job of creeping because one of them got spotted, right? And
yeah,
apparently the son took him out. And then because I was trying to remember the story the other day, me and somebody else were talking about it, and I couldn't remember. It did once he shot the agent. What what did they kill the mom or some shit, if I'm not
Well, so
mistaken?
the agent shot the son,
Okay.
right after, and then I think it was the son, the uncle, and maybe the dogs. Oh, I think the agent shot the dog, and then the son shot the agent. Um,
Ah, okay.
because
Okay.
he's like, "You killed my fucking dog," you know.
Yeah.
So
But they were
I'd
there
be lying.
unannounced, right? Wasn't that
They
the
were.
story of the family? That
Yes.
yeah.
Yep. So basically,
Oh yeah,
family
Jonathan
retreats
just
into
said
the
it.
house. Um,
Trey, I
yeah,
think you're right. Wasn't the mom holding the baby?
yeah,
Trey was
in the
saying.
doorway. They opened the door,
Yeah.
and the mom's standing there, and they popped her, killed her right in the doorway. So
And
then
what were they accusing these people of? Like, why were they
so
there?
he had joined a church that was local to that area and agreed to saw off the barrel of a shotgun for a guy in the church, and
Right.
he was an undercover agent, so that's what sparked all of this, was him saying he would saw off the barrel of a shotgun.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Okay.
fucking
No, I
stupid.
was just, so that they were after him because of they heard he was sawed off the barrel, which I mean, I guess is illegal, but
It is
we'll
illegal,
see.
it's a dumbass law, but
Putting Penny's in timeout. Put her in
yes.
timeout for 24 hours. I can't have no 15-year-old on here and from Japan just fucking doing whatever the fuck she's doing, joking about her grandma dying. I don't know what the fuck that's about. But
Yeah,
let's
the
see.
public was outraged.
The public due to public outrage. What do you say? Oh, they charged a lot of the police officers. None of the murders were ever brought to justice.
They weren't.
Trey, I'm with
The
you. It is
police.
oh, I'm sorry, Justin. Yeah, Trey says it's a dumb law. I'm with you. It is a
Oh, it's
dumb
a
fucking law.
stupid law.
Apparently, but
The
unfortunately, we live under a bunch of those. But
the whole NFA is stupid. It needs to be completely repealed.
it was set up. They wanted the skinheads next door. Need the money. Saw
Yep.
barrel needs a crown. Okay. Yeah.
It's about right, yeah.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean, the law enforcement still protects those agents and said they were doing their job, and they announced themselves, and they did it the right way, and the whole city says, "No, you didn't." So,
That's what I'm saying, man. It's a shame they can come on your fucking land and do that kind of shit over some
really,
bullshit that they, some sawed off shotgun shit. You know what I mean?
sawed-off
Now the son's
shotgun.
dead, the mom's dead because the dad lived, didn't he? Didn't he go to jail or some shit?
I believe
Or they
so.
killed him too?
I believe he lived and went to jail. The
Yeah, I
daughter,
thought they.
she's alive because she was kinda telling the
Juan,
story
oh,
after.
Juan, we talking about
Ruby
Ruby
Ridge.
Ridge. You probably Google it or whatever. Diddy didn't kill himself. Oops, I meant to say Diddy's next. So
Diddy is
we know
next.
Diddy's next. Yeah, he is. It's coming. I'm
The
surprised he's made
Diddler.
it this far, man.
Me
I can't
too.
wait for that list, dude. If they ever put that list out, I can't wait. You got some big
I don't
people
know if
on
they're
there.
gonna do it.
Dad is alive. Yeah, I
I
thought he
thought
was.
so.
Like I said,
Yeah.
it's been so long since I've read up on that shit, but 'cause I think in Waco they
Yeah.
like killed everybody, so they
Yeah,
fucking just
they
went in there
burned
and
the whole fucking compound
oh,
down.
dude, I remember watching that. Yeah, as a youngster watching that go down. I didn't really know what exactly was going on because I was a little
Yeah.
young to give a shit, but I do remember when it was happening. And I don't know. There's stories behind that. Some people say it was justified that they were going in there because he was, I don't know, doing whatever they were accusing him of doing. And
Yeah, I think
I don't know
it
if there
like
were
sexual
children
relations with the
involved.
kids and
Yeah, some
shit.
shit like that. But some people say no, he just didn't want to abide by their fucking rules, and they were like, no, we ain't playing that shit.
Yeah,
So I don't
and
know.
I think the biggest like controversy on it is that the people that did get out from the fire say that the police started the fire, and the police say that the people inside the building started the fire. So
Yeah,
nobody knows who set the building on fire,
yeah.
it's all just kind of speculation
I'm gonna say the police did.
because they were ramming it with a fucking like a tank barrel or some
Yeah,
shit.
I'm gonna say they did it. I was getting
Yeah.
Melanie. You were getting your first tattoo what when Waco was going down? I was getting her first tattoo. I don't remember how old I was when that shit happened, but I do remember it.
Yeah,
Baby
I just
Koresh.
watched documentaries and whatnot.
Yeah, first
Hell yeah.
tattoo. All right. Let me guess. A boyfriend's name is the teeth behind the constitutional rights. Damn, I like woodworking Gunny Bear. He's on his shit. on his shit. Oh, it's gonna
Let
get
me
dark for a
see.
second. I'm walking out the studio.
Shane was getting his first goal. Melanie says
Kaylee.
no.
Oh, what's up, Kaylee? No.
U.S. Code 242,
What you
deprivation of
doing? Looking it up?
rights. Yeah. Makes it a crime for a person acting under color of any law to willfully deprive a person of a right or privilege protected by the Constitution or laws of the U.S. Oh,
Remember my first beer, and I am 15.
hell yeah.
When you were 15? Or 15? What the hell? Get all these damn kids. What we on? YouTube Kids?
We must be on the kids' side. The restricted. Let's see.
Check the punishments, he said. All right. I just want to know who's going to win this election, dude. It's getting so close. I can't take it. Can't stand it.
According to Polymarket, it's
Polymarket?
Trump. According to
You know,
Polymarket,
and that's a
Trump's up by
good, I
5.
don't want to say, yeah, I don't want to say that's like a good judge of it, but that's people putting money on it. You know what I mean? So some
Exactly.
shit like they,
Oh,
you know,
absolutely. There's money, money. I'm seeing hundreds of thousands of dollars being dropped at one time, and I mean,
yeah,
so
Polymarket.
or in prison for any
Where
charge.
you from, Owen?
So the max penalty,
15. You can't even vote yet. Get out of here smoking fire.
max penalty under that the deprivation of rights code is death.
You breaking up. Your internet is like the economy.
Ah, I thought it was yours.
North Carolina.
Deport Trump.
North Carolina. How we leaning over there? Trump, everybody you know? I don't know. What is North Carolina? I guess it's pretty blue. I mean, pretty red over there.
Yeah, I think so. I believe it's like a. Let's see.
Yeah, he wanted to put the guy who was in charge of Waco tragedy in charge of the ATF. Sounds about right. No doubt about it. Good time,
270
says
doesn't
Trump.
have it marked yet.
Oh, and that's what I'm talking about. It's a good area to live in. Eric, Trump 2024. Where you from, Eric? I'm trying to say, I want to get a gauge, man. I want to be all over the. It will be blue after Kamala said. Who's a traitor? Who's Ian talking about? Because I'm lost in the conversation, getting a little. Oh,
He
deport
said
Trump.
deport
I hear
Trump.
you. You're not a big fan of Trump, buddy. You get on here to troll, or do you really have a reason? Because I the fuck, and not just because Trump is bad. Max, I'm gonna have to look that up. That's true, buddy. Yeah, I like smoking fire. You're right, man. Spread the word. Spread it over. So you should be happy.
So,
No,
as long as it's not Kamala 24.
he's a. We can throw out accusations, man, and you have that right. I respect that, but I mean, we can't just say that. You know, he's a traitor. Okay. They also said he was, the Russian collusion, which was, proven false. They screamed that over and over. You know, the whole PP tapes where he was getting pissed on, supposedly.
What's wrong with that?
So I mean, it's whatever. Argue with these people. It was in the UN newspaper. Equal. Let's get back Trump quickly. I like it, Paul. I like it. We're trying.
Hey,
Kaylee. Who the hell is Kaylee?
I don't know, but that's me.
Your internet is poo poo, boy.
Who stormed the Capitol? I was
Who
at
stormed the
home.
Capitol? I didn't storm the Capitol.
I was
I
at
wasn't there.
home.
Yeah, I was at my house, brother. Stop getting on here with talking points. Get out of here. Harrison Walls will not do anything good for our country. Vote red. I'm with you, buddy.
Absolutely.
I'm with you.
100%, man. Need this economy's got to get right. Just don't know how much farther it can be pushed, you know.
Gen X's for Trump. Everybody for Trump. Dude, I think, man, I don't know. I wasn't very optimistic a while back as far as him being able to get in. I just wasn't believing it was going to happen, because I thought they had the shit on lock as far as making sure nobody ever snuck in again, that wasn't on the political team, so to say. But I don't know. Starting to have a little bit of faith, man.
Yeah.
Just because y'all failed doesn't mean you're not trade. What in the fuck are you talking about? Man, go troll somebody else and get the fuck off my shit. Must be probably paid by fucking Democratic Party. Yeah, go ahead and fuck with these people. I love y'all guys, man. Make America affordable
Hell
again.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no
the
shit,
plan.
dude.
That is the plan.
Yeah, no shit. I know. I'm not trolling. What's your deal? You know what my deal is? You're getting on here running your mouth and you don't know what you're talking about. Y'all were in the Capitol, like y'all wasn't doing shit. I was watching it on TV, laughing as it was
y'all
unfolding.
y'all was at work.
I don't blame any of them for going to it. Fuck that Capitol, but I wasn't there. Did Trump try to? No intelligence. Ian, I love you, bro. I love you, man. Eric says MAGA. Kamala keeps shooting herself in the foot. Looks better every day. I love it. You're right. I hope you're right. Every time they let her speak, and that idiot that she's got as her VP pick, you guys don't know what intel. What is? I don't know because I'm lost on the. I've been trying to keep up with it, what everybody's saying, and it's
I
impossible.
know. Everybody's having
I don't know
different
much. I don't
conversations.
know much about anything. So
No.
yeah. Somebody, yeah, we got one person here is like, fuck Trump. Did he try to stop the vote count? Simple question. Did he try to stop the vote count?
I think he tried to
I don't think he did.
restart the vote
I
count
mean,
now.
I don't. Is it a problem that he denied the election? Is that what you're getting at? Or
Yeah, I think he said it was wrong. I definitely think he said that the
I don't
vote
give a
count
fuck
was
if he. Look,
wrong.
man, I'm about like their size. I don't give a what Trump does says. I don't care. He's got to win.
I
I
like
mean, and
it.
they still support him, so doesn't matter.
Yeah, I like it. I'm with it.
No, Ian, I'm not entertaining your nonsense.
Yeah, like I don't understand what like it wasn't like he was like, "Hey, everybody stop counting. I won. No need to count the votes. I'll just live here." He was like, "Hey, something's wrong. Y'all are wrong. This shit needs to be recounted and recertified."
Yeah. Well, you're breaking up, but I got the gist of what you said.
I wonder why.
You're freezing on it. I don't know. You're about to get the fuck off the internet. But anyway, Ian,
Apparently that is what happened.
You gonna go MAGA? Why is Nancy not in jail? You know why, Timothy. She's too powerful. They don't put them people like her in jail. Jonathan has a joke. I'm afraid. What is it? But
What's the joke, John?
oh, I am, buddy. Damn it. Woodworking said black shirt guy. Apparently, I'm freezing up. See, Justin, you're freezing up on my end.
I'm the winner, dog. Obama turned everything gay.
Hold on. I gotta pay my internet bill.
Are you connected to your Wi-Fi?
Got full fucking bars too. This is
Me too,
bullshit.
dog.
Obama turned everything. What? Damn. What's the difference between a pea and a chickpea? What's the difference?
What is it?
Black shirt
God
guy.
damn it, black shirt. Never had pee on my face.
I like it. Oh wait. Fire. Where's Ian? Ian left. Ian's my buddy, man. Ian loves us.
Ian does.
Number
He'll be
one
back.
supporter. Yeah.
We got to get him
All
to
right.
call
Internet
in.
shit. Yep. Getting off of here. Internet's crap. Did you see the tape Nancy made? I did see that. She did come out and say that, but yet it never gets reported on. You know what I mean? And Trump said that for the longest time.
Yes, he
That
did. He said, y'all
he
need to have him
requested
there.
National Guard. So deplorable long guy, you're crossing the line, buddy. You're crossing the line. We don't do that here.
That is out of line.
We don't do that in public. So stop.
I do not long care.
No, we don't do it. We don't do it. Stupid ass connection. I'm about to get out of here. Austin, deplorable long guy. Am I freezing up? In my town, all the Trumpers have Chevy and zero turns, and that's their career. Okay.
Hey, at least they're working.
Yeah, I don't know. This dude's hey, make sure you subscribe, Ian. If nothing else, man.
Yes. When we have all four of
Yeah.
us, we got our number posted. You can call in. We can have this conversation live.
Yeah, we'll get on the next time we'll do it where I'll hook up the studio phone. We'll take some phone calls.
Yeah,
Forrest Gump for
absolutely.
Trump. Ian, man. Ian's gonna be my best friend eventually. Before all this is over with, we're gonna agree to disagree.
Hell yeah.
So,
I like it.
good now. Thank you, deplorable lawn guy.
Oh man.
Trying to see. Yeah, I'm just
Shit.
I'm reading the comments here. I didn't just.
Yeah, no, I'm just
was,
waiting on man.
yeah, I didn't just shut up. I was reading it. Great actor Kamali isn't too far behind. Yeah. What y'all think about JD Vance, man? Did you ever watch that documentary?
I did, dude.
It was a good
We
one,
sat
huh?
down and watched it. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
really
that dude
good.
had a hell of a life, man. You know?
Yeah, I was like, holy shit. And I like that it was made in like 2020. So it was
Yeah,
way
before all of
before,
this.
you
Yeah,
know, so
yeah.
because that's
Oh,
what I was thinking.
if
I
it
was
was
like,
made, yeah, they for one they wouldn't even make it now. But if it
no,
was, yeah, it would have been a totally different story.
yeah, with it being on Netflix, it'd have been a whole different story. He'd have been out there
Yeah.
beating up minorities on the street for no reason and shit, you know? But yeah.
Yeah, you're right. No, that was a good one, man. That
That
was
was a really, really good one.
yeah, I didn't even know the dude had a damn like a documentary about him. Somebody was
Mm,
telling me, and I'm like, why the fuck would they make a documentary about JD Vance? Like, I never even heard of the fucking dude until
right.
Trump picked him, and then I was like, oh well, let me see this shit. And they did a good job with it. It was good.
Yeah, it
He's a
was
fellow
crazy.
Marine. You're not well. I get the obligation, but is that the only reason you support him? Woodworking, gunny bear. Because I do get it, man. Y'all, your brothers. As far as a Marine and JD, a man of the future. I'm hoping he seems like it. The only thing I didn't like is the last VP that we picked turned out to be a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Or I say we picked. That Trump had,
Yeah,
but just watching that documentary, like I said with JD Vance, I don't. He seems like he had a fucked up upbringing, and like he really gives a shit. About making sure that other people aren't living as bad as he had it. You know what I mean? If he can help anything, so
right.
we'll see. Pence is a patriot. Yes, he is. You changed my mind, Ian. You're right.
I'm
See how
convinced.
easy that was? I agree, buddy.
CIA
CIA
Vance.
Vance. Ooh, so you don't like Vance either. I don't know who Trump could have picked, man, because it's a tough one. You're right. Follow the law, Ian. I'm with you, bro. I agree with you, man. Whatever you say. I support chubby dudes with beards. Plus, yeah, I'm with you, buddy.
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem. What's happening? Hello from Jerusalem. Ooh, I don't know what Robert Kennedy. I don't know what you're
I think
meaning by
that's
that, but I'm a fan.
I think that's to your who he could have picked,
Oh. Yeah, yeah,
maybe.
yeah, yeah. Robert Kennedy, man. I wish he would have. I really do. I really do, man, because I like what Robert Kennedy, man. He stands for whatever the fuck he stands for, and he don't back down. You know what I mean? And I mean, the history of the Kennedys as far as what happens to them when they step over the line, and he doesn't give a shit. So I do like that, man.
J- JD's a hillbilly name.
That's what I'm talking about. Especially I'm with you there, man. Especially being down here from the south. Vivek, love him too, Timothy. I do. I
Yep.
think they could have been some good picks. I don't know. I don't know who was advising Trump or what their reasoning was for JD, but I'm with you. Vivek would have been a good one in my book. Definitely. All right. I really liked him. Yeah, you're right with the bioweapons, man, and I just love how RFK goes to war with these pharmaceutical companies, that are just lying all of us. You know what I mean? Killing people slowly. You know, would have been good. Yeah,
5X
Vivek
sleeper
sleeper
Democrat.
Democrat. I have info from 20 years ago. Yeah, I guess, but I mean, all you can go by is what you know, and I mean, I don't know apparently what you say you know. He just seems like he's a decent dude that cares about the country, but they all seem like that, I guess, when they're in politics. It's hard to trust any of them,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, you can't stand up there and say, I'm running for Republican, but fuck y'all.
Yeah, NWO shill, and I have so much on him. Release it. Let it out. Not doing that got your nose magic trick. That's true. You might be able to. You should try it. Got your nose. You know what? That was the best got your nose I ever. I like it. I like it. Oh man, some people are silly, dude. They don't like Trump. It was a hardcore down. That's why they hate him. I get
No,
it.
I mean, like, me and my liberal friend, we were talking the other day, and we were just kind of talking about how everything's going now, and it was before Biden tried. It was right after the debate, and he was
Yeah,
like, "Man," he was like, "I'm gonna be honest with you. I would vote for a rock before I vote for Trump, so I'm still with Biden." And I was like, "Fair enough. Fair enough."
that's how he feels now.
That was right after the debate with Trump and Biden. I asked him, I was like, "So what's up with your boy up there? Like, he kind of threw that
So
away. Now
that's what I
everybody's
mean.
shitting on him.
It's so yeah, it's the blue no matter who thing. Like it
Yep.
doesn't matter. Trump, no matter what Trump says, does, he can never convince him
Yep.
to not. Yeah, see that's what I mean.
I
It's
was
you're not
like,
changing anybody's mind like that. But
I was
I
like,
don't
fair
think there's
enough.
too many people on the fence anymore anyway.
No.
So I don't know. It's hard to that's why I don't even know what these debates even do besides just to put on a fucking show because I mean, how many people watch that and that made their decision, you know what I'm saying? It's
Probably
especially as
none, but
polarizing as politics. Well, the way politics are right now, it's yeah, yeah, we are, dude. Ali.
hell yeah.
Yep. Just came out the closet, buddy. Is that a problem? Okay. Oh Lord. Yeah.
But like, I mean, as far as the debates go, you would probably root for him if you owned like ABC. You know what I mean? You'd be like, no, y'all bitches
Well,
are
yeah, that's what I'm
debating.
talking about. I think it's just it's a big money making thing for the television station, but I mean, it's not changing anybody's mind. I mean, for one, I don't believe a fucking thing the other side saying, like whatever side you're going for. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Never miss a rally. Let's see what else is going on. What else going on in the news, y'all? So what's going on big?
Man, I think it's
All I'm
getting too
seeing
close
is
to the election, dude.
yeah. I know I can't wait, dude. This shit's building up. It's coming. No, 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 no. JFK died. Yeah, that's another one, man. Let's see. Yeah, I knew the Mexican, that Mexico mayor got his head cut off. So that was old news.
Yeah.
He's gone. I wonder if they replaced him. Corn Pop. Corn Pop was a bad man. That's all I know.
Yeah, I wonder
What
if that
else?
that mayor did get replaced.
I don't know who the fuck would want that job after the last one got decapitated.
Yeah, probably wouldn't take it.
Yeah. Uh. I don't know. This is
Flight
about it,
370 was about semiconductors.
bro. Don't get started. What is this like? It's they come out in full force.
Hell yeah,
9
Tennessee. That's what
9/11
I'm talking about.
9/11 wasn't real.
It was missiles.
What is it? Jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
Jet fuel.
Jet
Jet
fuel,
fuel.
yeah. And
We
it's
are
like,
having a good night, man. Hopefully Tennessee's having a good night too. I love Tennessee. It's a great place.
Tennessee's awesome. Tennessee's a
I
beautiful
love
place,
Tennessee.
man. Yeah, Tennessee's the shit. Who is that? TC? Love you. Let's see. Y'all
They
don't
had
mind me. I'm
4
scrolling.
groups.
Yeah, entertain them. Do a dance or something. I'm scrolling X while I'm
I'm
on
gonna
here.
do. I'm gonna learn a TikTok dance right now.
Yeah, just go viral like these kids.
Saw 2 shooters. We're from Louisiana. We're from the bottom of the boot.
Yeah, we got pet alligators and all that good stuff.
So they had semiconductors and HIV researchers on Flight 370?
No, he's going too deep for me.
Is that the Malaysian flight that, like, just
Oh, is that one
disappeared?
that disappeared?
I think so,
Or that they claim disappeared? I think they know where that motherfucker's at.
probably.
That's the one they talking about. Holy
Oh,
Mindset
yeah.
TV. What is your channel about? Our channel's about nothing. It's B.S.ing with the guys. We just sit here
That's
and
it.
talk nothing and interact with people
Just
because
BS,
people
dog.
love us. That's
Just
about it. Yep. So
BS.
that was flight. Yeah, that was the one that yeah, like I said, that supposedly disappeared. They know what the fuck happened in that plane.
Yeah,
Who's playing tonight, football wise?
everybody.
Just the whole NFL. It's like a
Everybody.
WrestleMania event. They just all,
Yeah, it's just all one field. They're just bringing all the teams
yeah.
out. Yeah, we're right up the road from, what'd you say,
I feel
Hammond?
this dude's pain. I'd almost give him $1. Can you read that? Or is it too blurry?
Go over a little bit.
Which way? That way?
Nope. Other way. Is that a sign? It says fuck my life.
Yes, I feel that dude. I'd give him a few bucks if I seen him. He
Hell
just
yeah.
it's not like, a hungry, praise God. He's like, "Man, fuck my life. Just
Yeah,
give me a
this
dollar,
fucking
please.
sucks. Just come
Uh,
on.
yeah, give me a fucking dollar."
The Hubble
I don't know
lens
why.
problem. Didn't they have dust on it or a scratch or some shit they had to go out there?
What?
The Hubble lens problem?
Oh, the Hubble lens? Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'm not paying
Weren't we
attention.
talking about Flight 370? Is this the same guy?
Yeah, we're gonna find it. We're
With
gonna
the Hubble
find it.
telescope.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
it's in space.
See, this is I don't know how, but see, this is the type of shit I'm talking about with that dude. Suspecting Coachella Valley Trump assassination attempt denies accusation, supports ex-president. And if you watch anything, like I said, any of his older videos or his Instagram account, he seems to kind of lean that way. So that's what I mean. The whole thing
Damn.
is weird.
Good night,
Uh,
Smoke and Fire. We go live a few times a week, so we'll be
Peace.
here. Come check in on us.
The plane made it to space. Yeah, I don't think it made it to space either.
Hey,
I don't think
you
planes are designed to go
you
to space.
don't know, man. You don't know. You don't know.
Woo, boy.
They made it
Boy,
wrong
Bill looks
again.
rough. Look what Hillary does to you. That's what Hillary does. I mean, look how rough. God damn.
Yeah, could you imagine? Whew.
Oh, married to that woman? Yeah, yeah. Let's see what else we got. Little pump supports Trump.
He does. He came out a few years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
He
said
got
little
shitted on.
pump. I think it's pronounced Lil Pump, right?
Lil Pump, bro.
Yeah.
The
Trump
Cincinnati and the
confirms.
Giants are
Oh,
playing tonight.
dude, this is gonna be huge. They're gonna break the internet with this shit right here. But it's been buzzing, and now they're pretty much confirming it that Trump's gonna go on Rogan's podcast,
Yeah,
and
I
that's gonna be
saw.
major, dude.
I did see Rogan asking if people wanted to see it.
Yeah, I seen his one of his little accounts. I think something to do, the one that's behind his podcast. It wasn't really him, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
JRE podcast. But anyway, yeah, it is affiliated with him. And I know Trump had said on a podcast that he thought it was lined up, but before they were kind of at a stalemate. It was like, well, they're not asking us, we're not asking them, type shit. But I mean, I guess Rogan was like, fuck it, before he kept because I know a while back Rogan was saying he didn't want to give him a platform. But I think that was before he really thought, that hey, Trump is probably what's best. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
he was always, like I said, he was an RFK guy. Any libertarian, I think he supported like Bernie Sanders in the past and shit like that. So he had to
yeah.
take that little shift to start really seeing how things are going. But yeah, like I
Mhm.
said, man, it's that's gonna be a big one, dude. It'll be the most viewed podcast you watch. I guarantee
Absolutely. I'm waiting
it'll
on it.
set a record. Yeah. That's gonna be major because Rogan has some good shit, man. He's got some stuff
Yeah,
with him. He can be a clown when he wants to, but he's got a lot of a lot of good questions when he's interviewing a guest that's not a comedian or something. When he's really
yeah.
getting into things. I enjoy his show, so I think he'll do an amazing job with that.
We
We're gonna
appreciate it,
see.
TC. Yeah, I'm glad you subscribed. Come check in on us. Come talk to us. We'll be here.
What is tried to deflect? I don't know. Oh, maybe he's talking to them. I was gonna say I don't guess
Yeah,
he
I
was
think they're
talking.
discussing.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because I've been sitting here talking about Joe Rogan, so.
They let the third would-be assassin out of jail on $5,000 bail.
Yeah, they did. If that's exactly what he was there for, but they're starting to get conflicting stories on that now.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I said, this was a strange one from the beginning, but you know how it is in the beginning, man. There's shit going all over the place. It's this one's reporting this story, and then somebody else is reporting a totally different one. It's crazy.
TV likes your TV mail likes your Gatorhead.
Where's my gator head? Oh, yeah. Yep. It is. Let's see. There's my gator head. Oh, and my boy's hanging out with us. He just
Yeah,
chills.
that's
He
Uncle Mark.
watches over the studio. We got where's my boy at? My boy Duck, but it's pronounced with a F, so he's the mascot. Let's see what else we got going on. Y'all bear with me. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling X.
They
Gotta
talking
get
about some
off.
shit above my pay grade.
They on. Yeah, let's bring it down a little bit. Let's talk
Can we
about Fifty
dumb up
Cent.
these chats, please?
uh, let's see. Tampon Tim, Crazy Kamala. Boy, I tell you what, man. I
Did
don't
you
know if
see
any
the
of y'all on
UFOs and
X.
shit?
UFOs.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's get into that, dude. Did they
Um,
have sightings?
yeah, dude, there's like videos of people and like all in the background there's just lights and shit in the sky just kind of hovering and like it was videos that were just dropped and
Yeah,
another
yeah,
guy
yeah.
he he said he heard like a boom and then his claim says the biggest aircraft he's ever seen flew right overhead, no clue what it is, and then
This
there's
thing here?
another video, maybe.
This here?
I didn't see that video,
Something's. I mean, I know there's a reflection. I'm trying to.
but a guy posted a video and it looked kind of like that the trail it's leaving and it was just a huge fucking trail and he was like I have no clue what left this but yeah.
What the fuck is that?
On
On
10
pop.
is low.
You're right. I saw it.
Shotgun with 10.
I saw it. What is that story behind that video I was just showing? Washington D.C. UFO crash. I will say it hasn't been confirmed. So that's got to be the one. The UFO crash over Washington. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about it. So that must be the one you're talking about, dude.
It's gotta
I
be.
I think they're here. A lot of people
Yeah.
don't. They believe it's bullshit. And I'm thinking, man, have you ever looked up at the fucking sky? It's like this. We ain't the only ones. And
No, there's a lot of it up there.
and we damn sure ain't the most intelligent. So
Obviously.
yeah. So yeah, I believe. I have some people that are so like dead set, like nah, nah. Even Elon, surprisingly, which makes me think he is a fucking alien because he's so quick to say no, nah. He's like, I've never seen any evidence, and it's like, come on, dude. I'm not saying he's seen evidence, but for him to just he's so quick to answer that question when asked,
Yeah,
and
that's
I'm like, this
crazy. You
motherfucker
would
knows
think if
something.
anybody, he'd be like,
He
"Yep."
knows something. He does. What are they arguing about in the comments? Fallen angels than aliens. Hey, yeah, you're probably right. Could be,
Bob
but I still
Lazar.
believe
My pronouns are A10 and Wardle.
pronouns are 18 warhog. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I don't know if that video I was playing has any, it's no legitimacy behind it, but that doesn't rule
Well,
out the.
I've seen in the last like 2 or 3 days, I've seen a lot of like UFO videos between just lights, weird ass lights in the sky, and fucking
It's election time, dude. They they're just as curious as we are.
I wonder if Trump will release those files.
I don't
He
know.
needs to out the
I don't know, man. Like I
aliens.
said, yeah, I know he's talking that shit again about releasing the JFK files, but I think Theo was it Theo that brought up the alien shit with Trump when he had him on his podcast.
I don't know. I didn't
One
see
of them
that.
did, but they didn't really press him on it. You know what I mean? Like I'd
Yeah.
have been like, no, dude, seriously, like I want to know if it was
We can turn
Theo.
we
He
can turn the cameras off. Let's talk.
well, I was gonna say his attention span's like a fucking gnat's, so he
Yeah.
but I think it was Theo who brought it up. I'm not sure.
I hope so, TV. I do.
What's he talking about?
Trump's got it in the bag.
Ian, you're probably right, but I don't think it. As far as any president, I don't think it's just Trump. I think the president doesn't get in there and just automatically have access to every single ounce of classified information that the government has, because I think there's so much more to it than just a president. I mean, this is a guy who comes into office for a few years and then he's gone. So why would they
Right.
give people like that, that kind of information to just move on with after your term is up? So yeah, I believe they hide a lot of shit from the president. You know what I mean? I just don't believe he's that, where he goes in there and he's like a king now, where they just bring him everything and. So
Just
yeah,
like
but I don't
sort
think it.
through
Like I said,
these
it's
classified files.
yeah. Here you go. Here's every secret we ever had. It's
Bring
yours
these
now.
home.
Yeah. God, dude. I'm reading that can't have gas pressure adjacent to a 10. I tell people that all the time, dude. I mean,
Regularly.
constantly, I'm constantly arguing that point. I mean, this is shit.
Gummy, no.
I'm still scrolling X, so y'all bear with me.
They're running the show now. I'm just
I love it. Let them go. I'm learning something. It's all string theory.
the Black Knight is a black structure orbiting the Earth. Is it space? Space is black.
You seen that? Uh, Let me show you this video. Dude was trying to. Let's see. He thought he was gonna hold that door. He was screaming in
Yeah,
the video, "Hold the door!" Like you ain't hold that fucking
you
door.
ain't holding that one.
Look at that shit, dude. Yeah, that shit came through.
The
Hold the
water's
door.
powerful, man.
Yeah, a little bit.
He
We
said,
learned we learned that during Katrina, then.
yeah.
But it wasn't flowing like that. That shit was coming, man.
Yeah, it's crazy how that water does like that, where, like we talked about the other day, the hurricanes here, all our storm surge and shit kind of just like builds. And I
Yeah,
guess when you get up in the mountains and shit, it just like it rushes down the mountain like a fucking river, like a dam broke or something, like
yeah.
said it's
And,
Tampon Tim's favorite time of the day. Getting to go restock the tampon dispenser in the fourth grade boys' restroom. I hope there's no boys in there when Tim goes.
that's terrible because he was like proud of that when he signed that
He
shit.
was too.
Like he did something.
He sure
Oh God,
was.
Jesus. What else they got? Any hot news? All I see is a bunch of these. My page is full of these dudes that hunt down these pedos and just beat the
Yeah.
shit out of them.
Hey, did you see the one where they caught the pedo in the hood? And it was like seven of them, and it's just completely different than like when they catch them
It's,
at the strip mall.
no, I didn't see that one. Nope.
He had him by like the back of his pants, and he was swinging him in circles, like his hands and feet were off the ground. He was sideways. He was just doing circles with them. I was like, oh my god, it's
No,
awesome.
I seen one today where they made him put on boxing gloves. They yanked his
Hell
ass
yeah.
out the car and they stopped him. He was in the mall or something. He was trying to leave, and they were able to stop him, and they pulled his ass out and made him put on boxing gloves. He wouldn't fight back, so they were just punching him, telling him to fight back. But I'm
Pussy.
waiting on one of them boys to really hurt somebody, man, and they're gonna go to
Yeah,
jail.
somebody's gonna get
I
shot.
mean, yeah, and I just mean like they're gonna hurt one of these people that they're after, which is, I mean, whatever. I mean, if they're
Yeah,
doing what they're accused of doing, but I just mean, and the people that are, they're gonna regret it. They fuck around and accidentally kill one of these dudes. Now they're in jail for murder, no matter what they're accusing this guy of. You can't just run around assaulting people like that, even though they
yeah.
deserve it.
Even
But
though they deserve
I
it, let
watch
the
some of them.
prison
They get
handle it.
yeah, well, they get hard on them, man. I've seen them knock them
Oh
out
yeah,
before, and I mean, they fuck around and kill one of them. They gonna be in trouble. But I mean, fuck,
yeah.
somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's got to do it. Fuck them. I mean,
Yep.
if you're willing to take that risk of jail, I mean, you're a hero to me.
Fuck it. You
Fuck them
damn
up.
right. Get them.
Um,
Get them.
man, Gummy Bear. If I could afford a set of night vision goggles, I'd have them. I would definitely be looking at the sky with them. That'd be dope. And TV mail, I appreciate it. Subbed and
Yep.
liked.
Who's telling we need some? We need some goggles.
Yeah, he said try looking up with MVGs. Lots of crazy shit going on, and I wish I had a pair to look up.
Damn.
It
All
would be
right.
dope.
It would be. Let's see what else is going on. They'll be treated well in prison. Yeah, you're right. That's where they need to go. Like I said, I think they deserve everything they're getting, even on those videos that I watch. But like I said, my concern is one of these guys that are doing this good deed, fuck around and kill one of these dudes, and you know what's happening. They're
Oh
going
yeah,
straight to prison.
they
But
will.
they steady doing it. They put out videos every day. I don't know how they ain't been charged, honestly. Not that they need to be, but I'm saying I'm surprised one of these liberal DAs or somebody in one of them areas they're at haven't decided to charge them just from the videos that they watch of them hitting these guys. You know what I mean?
Right.
I keep waiting on that. Like, oh, he was charged. They got that big one. His name is Alex Rosen. He's a
Mhm.
big account. I Fight for Kids is his at on Twitter. That's his handle. And I mean, he's every day posting news, which lets you know how big of a problem that
That's
is in this fucking
insane.
country. You know what I mean? And it may be in the world, but I don't know. I'm just judging by what I see in this country. But it's like there's so like he couldn't get to everyone in a single area if he wanted to. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's just it's terrible. I mean, we saw that when that Dateline show with Chris Hansen was there. They would catch the
Yep.
same motherfucker more than once. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like it didn't take them no time to get these creeps coming to these houses,
They
look
just
trying to fuck
need
with these children.
they
It's
just need to
terrible,
be
man.
rehabilitated, man.
And then they
All
went on
right.
that kick, and I'm gonna say the left, and I know it wasn't everybody on the left, it was just the radicals, but they started trying to rename these fucking people like calling them what they were as far as pedophiles was too, you can't no, we don't need to say that, it's they were trying to normalize these fucking freaks, man.
They're
And
minor
that shit
attracted people.
Yeah, that shit didn't last long because that don't sit well with anybody, no matter what side of the
No.
spectrum you're on politically. Nobody. It's like when it comes to these children, I think we all agree that they need to be protected, except for these, like I said, these few people that think it's okay for these men to be dressed up
Well,
as women dancing around and shit. But
yeah, and like Jonathan said, a lot of the pedos do get put in PC when they get in prison, and I don't think they should. I think you do your crime, you should definitely just be treated like any other criminal and
yeah, they're heavily
send them to the
protected in there.
fishes.
It's the first thing they do. Yeah,
Like
that's,
put them out there, let them go. If you survive, you
yeah,
survive. If not, sorry about your bad luck.
yep. You seen them robots Elon unleashed the other night?
I did, man.
Them little motherfucker, I was like, "Oh, I gotta get one of those." They talking
I
about
know.
between like 20 and 30 grand, but it could be years because I don't even think the ones that they were showing, I don't think they were autonomous. I think they were still being controlled, from what I understand.
Yeah,
They were being controlled by somebody. At first, I was under the impression that these fucking robots were just out there having conversations with motherfuckers and bartending and shit. And it was like, damn it, it crushed my. I was like, look at that, man, he done figured it out. And then it was like, nah, they're being controlled.
yeah.
But
And see, I'm
he's
on
got
the
a little
same
work.
kind of time in that TV Mail's on talking about iRobot is real. That's what I think when I see that shit. I'm like, these motherfuckers just start talking
Uh,
shit to a robot in a bar, and they just all
that
kind
shit
of
was
band together. And
Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. I was like, hell yeah, because they started talking about, like I said, being able to purchase these things within a decade, and I mean, the robot will do whatever the fuck you tell it to. Go cut the grass, you know what I mean? Go
yeah,
fucking pour me a fucking beer or whatever. It's never gonna argue with you. And I'm thinking between 20 and 30 grand, fuck, that's a car. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But they're ways away for that. But you know what it's gonna be. It's like these cyber trucks right now, man. They're hard to get your hands on. Matter of
right.
fact, I'm going down the road today. They got fucking seven of them on the back of one of them fucking car haulers going down the interstate. And I'm like,
Man,
look at this shit. And I just looked at them last night on the website. They're starting at like 99. So I mean, it's 100K just to get your hands on them
it
right
is.
now
And then
if
you
you
got
can get
dealer
them.
markup and shit. Um, you think you would buy one of them robots if you had the cash right now? Just nothing else to spend it on. You just were like, I
I
have
would
extra
definitely buy a
40.
fucking
Would
robot. I
you?
want one. That's what I said. It's like buying a car. If I get the opportunity, I
Man,
want one.
yeah, but like
Look,
in my head, I'm gonna wake up and this fucking robot's gonna be
it's gonna be
standing
fucking
over me.
Yeah, it's
It'd
like
be
when
like
do they get
2
smart enough,
a.m.
yeah, to realize that I don't need you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, but I don't give a shit. I want one. I just
yeah.
don't feel like
I
cutting
don't
the
know if I'd
grass.
be able to sleep the same. I feel like this bitch gonna come kill me.
Y'all want a robot? Y'all tell me in the comments, y'all. Would
Yeah, I
y'all
want
own
to.
one of them damn little Elon robots if you could?
That's what I want to know. I want to know who would and wouldn't. See, boom.
Ooh, that dude.
Government
Hey,
and
TV
hackers will
Mail got
tap
it
into
right.
it.
Oh,
Telling you.
that's true. That's scary. Now I don't want one. Somebody's gonna
You
hack it if it's not the
you
government.
you seen that shit
Somebody,
Anonymous was doing when they were big a few years ago? They be in your robot.
yeah, yeah. Somebody's gonna look at these little bastards, man.
Look at them.
All I hear is the
See?
Terminator music. Do 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 do
Exactly.
do 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 do. It's coming. That's badass, dude. Until somebody hacks it and then it's choking the fuck out of you. So never
What
mind.
kinda
Fuck them
what kinda
robots. Destroy
strength
them.
do those things have? Like, you
Well,
know
it's
what I
fucking
mean?
hydraulic rams, dude. You know, it's just
Yeah, but, like,
yeah.
do they put, like, big ones or little ones and, like,
I don't know, but
you
I wouldn't
know?
want to shake its fucking hand and then it glitches. You know.
Yeah, I just didn't know if it was like a knock over the dresser strong or, like, punch a hole, like, straight
No, that thing
outside
will fuck
through your
you up.
house, you know? Yeah,
He's
it
got it
looks
in
like it.
him.
That's the one with the
That thing.
with the Spanish accent.
Yeah, he was
Is
making
that
a
him?
fucking.
The
No,
bartender?
no, I think he actually had a little twang, like because he was supposed to be
Oh,
a little cowboy.
yeah, the
He was.
bartender one, he had a Spanish accent. I
Yeah,
was like, "Look at him, they gave him accents." I love it.
yeah. That's what. But like I said, I read where they were actually still being controlled because one of them
Yeah,
asked him. They asked the bartender if he was, still being controlled, and he said, "As of now, I am, basically working with human assistance or some shit." It said because they did ask it, and that's when it kind of crushed my dream. I was like, "Ah, fuck,
yeah.
man, that's just a goddamn remote control car."
Said it'll lift 400 pounds. Is that confirmed?
Fuck, it don't have to be confirmed. Let's spread
It
it.
Hey,
There'll be no fact checking here.
well, I mean, 400, that's not
Yeah,
terrible, you
that's a
know, I mean, he's
fucking yeah.
strong, but if
That's
it's I'm what if they were like, "It's got the power of 2 silverback gorillas?" Like, I don't want that in my house. What the like,
is
absolutely
this
not.
is this person cooking with watch look. Oh, they filling it with butter. Okay, I seen her wiping that shit on a
Butter.
pan at first, and I'm like, watch. This is what I seen at first, and I'm like, who the fuck is cooking with deodorant? But apparently
Seems
they're
like
putting
so
butter in
much
it.
extra work.
It is. It definitely don't seem worth it. People are just bored, man. It's like, we'll make a TikTok video. But fuck, I
If
guess
the
we're bored
robot's
too.
eyes go red, run. Absolutely, man.
2,000 pounds. What are they talking about? I'm staying away from robots and the AI. Yeah, but it's coming, brother. You can stay away all you want. That shit's coming. I think even Elon warned about that a while back about the AI and how fast it's progressing and how dangerous that
Yeah,
shit's going to be, man. I already see these videos coming out where, I mean, you can't even tell that people aren't real. It's like, so imagine when they get a hold of that shit, they can make you or anybody else say anything they want to. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
when does that come into play with politics? Where they got one of their
And
opponents
there
saying some shit that he never
well, you
said.
already see it with the AI videos, you know, where you
Yeah, that's true.
some
Yeah.
of them you can distinguish pretty easily, but some of them are like, I mean, they're spot on, you know. The
Yeah,
only
because I
reason
get
you
them.
realize is because you're like, "This they would never say that," you know, and you realize it's AI, but
Yeah, I get them sent to me sometimes, and I'm like, bro,
yeah,
that's AI. Like, stop. But
yeah,
these people are like, did you see this? You know what I mean? And I'm
yeah.
like, do you think he really said that? I mean, come on now. But
Yeah,
there's gonna come a point where it's not gonna be, you're not gonna have any,
absolutely.
any proof to argue that that's not real. I think it was Elon. Somebody sent me one of Elon on Rogan's podcast saying that, the earth was flat. You know what I mean? So they were like, see, I told you. And they sent me, and I'm like, dude, that's fucking AI. For one, I watched that entire podcast a while back, and they never did Elon say the earth was flat. So I knew it was
Yeah,
bullshit to begin with. But I'm thinking, don't you think that would have been bigger news had Elon said some shit like that?
yeah.
But
Yeah, silverback gorillas are crazy strong. That's my point. Could you imagine if they're trying to sell you a robot and they're like, "Yeah, it's got the strength of a silverback gorilla." Like, what am I going to do to this thing if it decides it wants to fuck me up one night?
I'm gonna tell
What
it
if
to
my
stop.
robot gets drunk on fucking whatever robots would drink,
Yeah, just
you know,
just
and
tell it to
it just
quit.
gets
Calm
belligerent?
down.
Yeah, whoa,
Whatever
whoa, buddy.
robots drink.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
out in the garage sipping down all my damn motor oil and shit. Comes in belligerent and
Yeah,
fucked up and wants to.
y'all got me second guessing the robot owning. I wanted one before, when I wasn't thinking of the whole picture. I just wanted a legal servant, you know what I mean? It's like, go do this shit, and it's
Yeah, it
but
would
then the
be
way I
dope, but they would have to prove to me that I could, like, arm wrestle this thing and win every time, and we're good,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, that ain't gonna happen. What else we got going on? Let's see. Let's scroll X, y'all. Eminem, Marshall Mathers. Let's see what a Marshall Mathers got to say on X. It's plain and simple. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Ah, fuck, it ain't focusing. Can you
No,
see that? Yeah,
fuck. I
that's
like it.
it. That's what Marshall Mathers had to say. I don't know what the fuck he's fucking about, but
Me too, Marshall. Me too.
yeah, that's how I feel half the time. Oh, oh, oh,
Yeah,
oh, oh, oh! Can we show this?
I
Let's
think we
see.
can.
Let's see. Hot girls are at it. Let's find out.
Oh, shit.
Let's see. Let's see how this ends up. Oh, not. Oh, you don't ever
Oh,
knock a cowboy hat
oh!
off of somebody.
It's a
Oh, that was
hoedown.
it. Oh, they need the music, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, get out. Yeah, they fucked up. You don't knock a hat off of somebody's head like that. That's that'll get you killed.
That'll do it.
So women are scrapping. That's on X. What else?
Broken war bots are better than dead bodies. That'd be a cool use for them. Sending them to war, you know?
Yeah.
As long as they're not living with me, I'm cool with it.
What, the robots?
Yeah, yeah, hey, because, like, if we have them in other countries, like, stationed at our, you know, army bases, robots probably can't swim, I wouldn't imagine, like, that would
No.
probably go against,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, because they don't. I'm with you. It would. I don't know. Fuck.
fucking short circuit, you know?
Yeah, but you would think they'd be able to. They'd be able to work around that. I mean, they can make anything waterproof, I guess. But
Maybe.
they're coming for us either way. We'll get used to it.
Yeah, I don't like it. Eminem's gonna be a granddad. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yeah, he is. Oh, him. He was another one. Hardcore fuck Trump. You know. I don't know how he stands now. He ain't come out and said much lately, but
Yeah, I think he got a lot of
he,
backlash on that
yeah,
cipher, that little
I think he did
cipher he
because he was
did, you
like
know?
telling his fans that he's drawing a line,
Yeah,
and
draw a
basically,
line.
and he's like, well, I was just upset, and it's like, whatever, dude. Like, you another one,
We're
lives up in his
from
fucking gated community.
Louisiana. Louisiana.
Yeah, we are. That's what they tell us.
Yeah.
What else we got? What else we got? See if there's anything interesting on X. I'm scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Bunch of shit I can't show because it's probably copyright shit. Let's see.
We gonna end up TikToked.
Yeah, exactly.
Motherfuckers.
Did you see that fucking rocket land? Well, that Elon is a mother, but
Yeah.
look at that shit. I mean, I'm almost convinced that video's in reverse.
Like,
You know
yeah,
what I
like,
mean? 'Cause it was just too smooth of a.
crazy.
Let's see.
Yeah, cause I mean, like, it's just crazy how far he's came with the shit. Cause
And that, yeah, and nobody else had, NASA didn't
yeah.
do it. Elon
No,
was like, you know what? I'm gonna figure out a.
and he did, like,
Do we
his
hunt
original
alligators?
videos. Uh,
Yeah, do we hunt alligator? Yeah, I caught this one yesterday. I went ahead and got his head mounted. New Orleans used to be nice. You said it, Gina. It used to be nice. That's where I grew up. I had to get out of
yeah.
there. We made that flight.
Yeah, I don't ever remember it being nice, but that was probably before I
Yeah, it was
was
before your
it was
time,
probably
man.
when I was really young, like, just before I
No.
realized what was what, but no.
Yeah, nah, not in your lifetime. It wasn't nice.
Yeah.
I can promise you that. Because, like I said, we got out of there. I was probably maybe 8 or 9 when we moved from New Orleans. And it was because it was getting,
It was
where
getting there.
you pretty much didn't want to be there. Whether it's right or wrong, they called it the Great White Flight, because everybody that, was Caucasian basically got the fuck out of there when they
Yeah.
saw that the way it was turning, and apparently my family was part of it. They just didn't want to raise us in that city anymore. So,
Speak French. I think
Nash,
beignet is French. I can say beignet and, like, cafe au lait, but
speak French. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
Do we speak any French? Yeah, no, try not to. No, we don't get taught that, believe it or not. We can choose it as an elective down here, but yeah, we don't. They
Yeah.
don't force French on. Now my grandma did. My grandma, like, she spoke what they call Cajun French. Like half the time I couldn't understand her. And
Yeah.
it was my own grandma, and I was like, "Good Lord!" Like, but she was old, like old school, like Cajun.
Yeah, but he's on the
So
right track. Like, there is a lot of French influence in,
yeah, yeah,
New
yeah, yeah,
Orleans and
yeah,
around, but
yeah. But it's not like we over here being taught French because it don't really work
no.
like that. If anything,
There's
we're being
probably
taught
more
Ebonics.
of it, like, you probably hear more of the French, like, accent the farther west you go in Louisiana, like, when you get out into,
Oh
like,
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Cajun
What
country, you know?
That's what I'm saying. That's where my grandma was from. She was from Western Louisiana, which you start, like you said, to get into the real Cajun part. We're what they call coon asses down here.
Yep.
We're not so much Cajun. They call us coon asses for some reason, but you know, we all speak like we have zero education. But
There is good food down here, though. You heard right
yeah,
about that. I do like a lot of the food out here.
National Border Patrol Council has endorsed President Trump. Of course,
Yeah.
what he said, Homer. What about Homer?
Homa. Seen places
You got to.
abandoned down in New Orleans. Yes, there are a ton. I work
Well,
out
yeah,
there. I'm out
there's a
there every
lot.
day, and it's man,
There's a lot of abandoned places nowadays. Do you eat I assume you mean nutria? I have eaten nutria. I mean, we don't do it on a regular basis just because, I mean, it's just not what we do. But yeah, I've had it. I've seen cooked crocodile. They're very unique. I haven't seen cooked crocodile. I have cooked alligator, but that's
seen
different.
alligators, but
Yeah.
hunting Nile crocodiles fly over.
Do you eat nutria? They're like Bobby Boucher. That's all of us.
Yeah,
The
I think
water
you'd
boy.
probably hear more about people eating like possums and shit this far north, like just you know.
Yeah.
I'm sure down in probably like Manchac and shit, they eat some Nutra out there. I promise.
Yeah, fried gator's good.
Yeah.
I ain't noticed much of a, like a taste to say, "Ooh, this is," it's not bad. Let's put it that way, but I don't see it being nothing special.
Tourist
What's the top tourist
destination.
destination there? Uh, Anywhere but New Orleans, pretty much.
Yeah, if
No,
you have to go to New Orleans, I would say stay
got
right in the heart of the French Quarter, you
gotta go to
know?
French Quarter. You gotta go to Bourbon if you like to party and you like
Yep,
craziness. But the problem is with
and
Bourbon is you don't park on Bourbon, so you
yep,
gotta park
you
somewhere
gotta walk.
and hope you make it to Bourbon and make it back to your car
Your
without coming
best
up
bet
missing or robbed or
is parking in between Bourbon and Decatur, hit the French Market on Decatur, hit Bourbon, get in the car, go home. Worst crime,
crime.
there
The
yeah,
weather is whatever, but yeah,
yeah.
crime and at least in the city of New Orleans, yeah,
Yeah,
it's bad.
Uptown's not terrible, but, like, you leave Uptown and, like okay, so I work out there, um, and I have to pass through a lot of the neighborhoods and back streets, and you'll see the tourists kinda accidentally wandering off of the French Quarter, and it gets rough really quick, couple streets over, and so the crime gets there. Just like I said, stay in the French Quarter, stay around everybody else, you'd be alright.
But they said a mate of mine got caught in a fight. Yeah, fight is the best case scenario.
Yeah,
They do a lot more than that for sure. I mean,
yeah,
we had a
yeah,
case
I've
not too
heard.
long ago. It was a Marine was down here with his girlfriend walking down Bourbon, and somebody I think started flirting with his girlfriend or said something to her derogatory. And it's like, as a man, what are you going to do? Well, you turn around to defend her, and they stab him to death. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
it's because his girlfriend or fiance or whatever got into it with whoever was saying it. Your best bet is just to both people just keep walking. You know what I mean? Keep walking because it's
exactly,
not worth
yeah,
you losing your life over. But see, the problem is they attract tourists to come around there, and they don't tell you what that city can be like. It's just, oh,
mhm,
come visit historical New Orleans, come on Bourbon Street and have fun. and they don't realize that, man, they got some killers out there in New Orleans,
They
you know what I
do,
mean?
man, and it's what I kind of tell some of my friends and whatnot that I'm not going to New Orleans. Like basically, I'm not going to New Orleans. I don't want to die. And I'm like, well, for the most part, if you stay in the French Quarter, you stay on the busy streets, and you mind your own business, you'll be all right. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sometimes people are
It's
gonna
not.
fuck with you, but keep it pushing. You know?
Yeah, yeah. It's not like it's I mean, it's not some third world country, but the
No.
problem is people get caught in places where they don't know where the fuck they're at. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And because the French Quarter is not horrible for crime because the police don't play with that because that's their tourist money. They
Yep.
fuck around and kill somebody in the French Quarter, they're coming after your ass. They will find you. You know what I mean? Now, when you off them streets on the side streets and you get something, well, you shouldn't have been there is how they look at it. But yeah,
Pretty
usually if
much.
something happens in that tourist area, they don't fuck around, and that's kind of how it is in a lot of places. Like if you go on like a cruise, like to Mexico or something,
Yep.
they don't fuck around in them tourist areas. They catch people over there fucking with people. Then police will hem them up. They don't play with them people over there because you're not fucking with their tourist money, and that's kind of how New
Exactly.
Orleans is. But yeah, you go like a block or two away, and you're on your own, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you had your car stolen out there. It took a year to get the police report.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was only because we knew somebody to get it for you. Eventually, he had to call because an ex NOPD officer. Other than that, you would have never got
Exactly.
it because they don't give a fuck about a
Never.
stolen car in New Orleans.
No, they're by
That's
my
the
work
least of
all the
their problem.
time. Burnt down.
Yeah,
They'll be there for a week before
you
anybody
imagine
even
a
comes.
year to get a fucking police report that your insurance company's waiting on. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, oh yeah,
They got bigger
that's New
shit to worry
Orleans.
about. Dude, so when I first started where I'm at, we had a sink that flew out of the back of the truck and a lady hit it on the interstate, right? So all of us got off the interstate. We waited for 5 hours for the cops to
For the
get
police,
there.
yeah. I mean, what they
5
in a rush for?
hours. And then
Yeah,
they didn't even come. 5 hours,
no.
and we called the insurance and said, "Hey, the police are still not here. What can we do?" And they were like, "All right, well, just get their insurance." They basically had us on speaker so that both of us could hear and they
Yeah,
could hear
like
both of
basically,
us and
yeah.
tell them real quick what happened and here's the insurance, and they were like, "Y'all just go ahead." Cool.
Yeah, it's like, "Here, do our fucking job for us." Because and Imma tell you, I know, uh, either former officers or, people that are currently officers, and of course, I would never say their names, but they'll tell you straight up, they are doing it the least amount of work as possible because, for one, it's not worth dying over there, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they're not gonna sit there and put themselves in any kind of harm's way, and when they get calls like that, like an accident, they're all looking at each other like, "Do you want this? Do you want it?"
Yeah.
Basically, it's a lot of people that they just don't give a fuck about the job, you know what I mean? They're just there for
Absolutely.
the benefits that they can get. They don't give a
Yeah.
fuck, and then, like you said, when you got a damn car or accident or something, they're like, "Man, we got so much bigger fish to fry," but
Yeah. They're like, "Good
which
luck."
they ain't really frying them fish either. They ain't solving nothing over there unless it's
Mm-mm.
some major crime in a tourist area. I mean,
Yep. Timothy, that
I
was
don't know.
in New Orleans. We were on. It was the raised part of I-10 in New Orleans. I don't know if you know how close or far you are from us, but uh, police work a lot of hours. Well, it depends. So I've known a few corrections officers. I've known a few cops, and they don't. It's not mandatory, but they don't make shit generally. So they have to because that's where they make their money is overtime and like personal details and shit,
The
detailing for
details,
parties.
yeah. I was gonna say they'll work like fairs or carnivals, or they'll somebody may hire them for traffic duty outside of their personal business.
Yep.
Well, they get big money to do that,
Right.
but it's not when they're on the clock doing their cop job because cops don't make shit. It's just
Don't
it's
make
known
nothing.
all across the country they don't make anything, so they do these details. The one cop
Yep.
I know, he makes over six figures, but most of it's detail work. But he has no
Yep.
family, he has nothing, so he just works. He just works, you know what I mean? 70, 80 hours a week, whatever he's got to do because he has nothing else to do. So he makes good money, but the motherfucker's never home.
Right. Yeah.
So
We had a block party one time, and we had to have a cop there, so we had to pay a cop to stand on the block and just kind of hang out for the 2 hours we were throwing the block party. 100 and
yeah.
something dollars, but.
What you TV man, what you mean the gun laws? It just depends on what you're talking about. I mean, down here in the South where we're at, there ain't many laws, as
Ain't
far
many,
as
it's great.
besides the fact of your age. I mean, you can't be 14 years old and go buy a gun, but I mean, we could carry it open, or we can conceal it in Louisiana.
Yep.
We can walk around with a firearm all we want, honestly, as long as you're not a felon.
Um,
Where is here? Where is that STE from? Where is Steve from? Semi-auto? What you mean? Yeah, 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 yeah. We can't
yeah.
possess no fully automatics without some kind of special permit or something. Justin, you know
Yeah,
more about them gun laws.
so anything made prior to 1968, um, 86. Prior to 86, you can pay a $200 tax stamp and submit fingerprints to the ATF, and they will give you the privilege to own a full auto
The privilege, isn't that
firearm.
something?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like how you
but
said that. They're gonna give you the privilege where it should be your right. But
it should be
Ireland, ooh, I want to go to
Ireland.
Ireland, dude. I really do. I
Don't
want to see
y'all is it
Ireland.
don't y'all have the Isle of Man race out there? Is that Ireland? Or am I getting discombobulated?
I
Yes,
know they,
yeah, we just passed constitutional carry in Louisiana.
I know they have Conor McGregor. So
Connor's a bad
I don't know.
motherfucker.
I don't know if that's their biggest claim to fame. No,
So
you don't
we
need a license anymore. You did for a while, Jonathan.
Yep,
They were making us pay like $100 to get a fucking permit to exercise our Second Amendment right. But the governor we just got, which is a Republican, he went ahead and signed a bill that gave us all constitutional carry. Actually, when did it? It was July 4th that kicked in this
yep,
year. Yeah,
mhm,
so July 4th this year was the first time we could actually carry. Meanwhile, the people that don't give a fuck about the law have been doing it for decades. You know what I mean? But
yep.
so
Yeah,
Americans get
that is
on.
one place I would like to go. Ireland seems like a cool place. I've never heard anything bad about it, you know what I mean? Like, I've never heard anybody say, "Don't go to Ireland."
What's T-tone action? If you're convicted of a non-violent, yeah, if it's not a felony,
If it's
you
not a
can still. And I
felony,
think,
yep.
yeah, and I know you can. You could. I forget. There's a process you can do even as a felon where you can get your right back. Because I know
So,
somebody who served 9 years in prison and he wound up
yep,
getting his right to
I think
carry back.
it's
But
I think it's 10 years after the finish of your sentence, like, when you're done with probation, everything. So you have 10 years starts as soon as you're let off of parole, probation, whatever, and then you can petition the court to get your gun rights back, which they typically
yeah,
will give you unless you're, I mean, just some kind of crazy nut that they're like, "No." But
and any of y'all, not we talking about all this New Orleans and guns and cops. If any of y'all want to hear a fucking amazing story about a buddy of ours that he wind up getting in a shootout during Hurricane Katrina over here in New Orleans, and actually wind up taking a life and was sentenced to 40 years in prison over this. He wound up getting out in 9 due to some shady shit that the government was pulling with the case. But we've got an entire episode down the list somewhere. But you'll see the thumbnail, and it's
yep,
it's a crazy story, man. It's about a 2 hour long episode of me just basically grilling. It was the first interview he's ever given about what happened. But like I said, he wound up going to prison for 9 years. He got out on I guess you could call it a technicality, but it's a good story. So if y'all ever have
yep.
some time, check that one out. I mean, you'll
It's
see it.
the
Like I said, it's on our list.
first interview I believe that anybody in the situation has
Any of them,
given, if
yeah.
I'm
There was
correct,
what I
right?
think there were 7 officers involved in the
Hmm.
whole thing, and they all went to prison, and none of them have ever spoke out about what really happened that day. Because around here it was a huge case, and
Yep,
but he tells you all about his time in prison, as far as what was going on in court, how he was feeling, how what it felt like getting sentenced to that many years, because they basically gave him a life sentence, and he wound up, like I said, the government was online. Well, I ain't gonna tell you the whole. It's a good story. Y'all just
it is.
if you get time, check it out. He's a buddy of ours that was actually in New Orleans. He was on a SWAT team, so he's got a lot of stories that he tells us, and that's how I know how dirty some of these fuckers are, just how lazy some of them are. Not saying
Yep.
all. I mean, they got some great officers, in every city, but he'll tell us some stories, man. They're not all they're not all
Yeah.
great. We'll put it that way.
No, and like I
But
told you, one of the times I was working in the French Quarter, there was a cop on the corner, and he was just kind of checking for seatbelts and shit. and I just decided to ask him. I wanted to see how he felt about what he was doing for work and where he was at. So I was basically
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I've been thinking about applying to the NOPD. What do you think? Like, how's it been?" He was like, "Do not do it.
Don't
Don't
do
fucking do it." I was like, "Oh,
it.
damn, really?" He was like, "Do
Yeah.
not fucking do it. Worst mistake you'll make." I was like, "Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough."
It really is. It's a bullshit. It's a bullshit thing. But this is let's see. That's the one I'm talking about. If anybody's interested, y'all just look for that thumbnail.
That's the one.
Uh like I said, very good episode. It was kind of the first interview we actually did where we're not fucking around and clowning. It was pretty good. But anyway, what else we got? The police here very weak. Fitness test is joke. Hey, look, it ain't much better here. I see some cops running around here, and I'm thinking, how the fuck, did they
I know.
manage to pass any kind of physical test? I almost took that route.
Yep.
I applied years ago, many years ago, and they called me wanting me to actually go to the facility, and I was like, oh shit, I don't know if I was serious. I was just bored online filling out fucking shit, when I didn't know what I was going to be doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I'm good. I ain't doing all that shit for $28,000 a year.
Yeah, that was
Like
my
I'm
problem
good.
is I would like to do it just for the law enforcement side, not really to be a street cop, but you kinda have to do that, but I've always been into, like, the murder investigations and shit, and I would love to be a homicide detective, but I'm
Yeah,
like,
but you got to work your way.
how do I yeah, I'm like, how do I take a
Yeah,
huge fucking pay cut to go work on the street, Like, I
yeah,
was like, "There's no way."
yeah.
Awesome, we appreciate it,
That's
Gina.
true. Yeah, we do. All right, let's get out of here. We appreciate all of y'all. If you haven't liked, subscribed, all that stuff, please do. We're gonna get it back at this soon, and
Yep.
we'd love for y'all to join us. We do appreciate y'all checking us out. Let's end it. BSing with the guys. Thank y'all. I'm Shane. That's Justin. It's been a good night.
Peace.
Appreciate y'all.